This is a lecture from Open Tuition. To benefit from the lecture, you should download the free lecture notes from opentuition.com.
The next aspect we're going to look at in this chapter is what happens when we cease to trade and make losses in the final 12 months of trading. It's called terminal loss relief. And here the rule is that you can carry back 36 months for losses that have been incurred in the final 12 months prior to cessation of trade. And they are carried back against total profits before deducting QCDs. Okay, so let's have a look at example number 6. We've got, this is our final year with our loss situation. And then we have a year, 6 months, which means we can go back 36. So that's 12. That's 12. That's 6, which means we can have another 6 there. Okay, so we would first need to do, let's just put it in here. First we'd need to do a current year claim. So the loss is 97,000, isn't it? So a current year claim would wipe that out, bring it down to nil. The current year claim would take out £10,000 of that, leaving us with 87,000. Now obviously when you're doing this in full, you set out the pro forma with the years across the top, pro forma down the side, copy the question, enter the answer. And when I've finished with this, you'll be able to check the model answer out and then ensure that you understand. We're just making some notes here. Now we can carry back 3 years, so we can do a carry back to the 31st of the 3rd 23. Okay, and obviously we're going to lose that, so that would be 34,000. Okay, that needs to come off there. Then we could carry back to the 31st of the 3rd 22. That would be wasted. So what have we got there? 28. And we can carry back here. So we've got 16. So that's the, let me just check, it's a 6-month period. 6 months to 31st of the 3rd 21, and that's 16. And then we're allowed to carry back further still 6/12 of 12,000, which gives us 6. Now there is a loss that is unrelieved. We do all the maths on that, of 3. Can't do anything with that. So what would happen in reality is we wouldn't pay any tax in our final year. We would get a refund, a refund, a refund, and a partial refund of the tax that we'd paid in those periods of time. So that's how it works. Carry it back 36 months, last in, first out. And now we have carried forward. So if any loss remains unrelieved after a current year or a carry back claim, then the loss is carried forward. It's the default position if you do nothing, obviously. Under the carry forward relief, any such losses carried forward relief against any part of future total profits of the company. No time limit on the carry forward period. Partial claims may be made, which would then avoid you wasting QCDs, and you must make a claim within 2 years. So example number 7. APLC has the following results since it started to trade on the 1st of April 2020. In the year ended 31st of March 21, it made a profit. 22, it made a profit. 23, it made a loss. And 24, it made a profit again. We've also got property income and interest receivable. Okay, so let's do some adding up of this. Because obviously what you would do in the exam would be to copy the question out, obviously. 26. So that's our current position before we think about losses. So let's do a little loss memorandum here. So it's the 31st of the 3rd, 23. We have a loss of 43,000. Okay, so we have to do a current year claim before we do anything. Okay, that's all or nothing. So that would mean that that is wasted. And you could obviously then, having copied the 1,000 in, delete it out of the cell and write wasted instead. We're then going to do a carry back claim. Now, what I would suggest here also, as well as writing these, is the dates. Be specific, very specific about what you're doing. Very specific about what you are going to do with this. So the carryback claim would be for 26. Obviously that also would be wasted. Take it out, replace it. So we're going to do that. That's 26, which leaves me with 9. Now, they've given you this extra year. Don't be complacent about it. They've given you that to test whether or not you understand the rules of what happens. That year, all you do there is just complete it. You cannot carry back more than 12 months in a normal carry back claim. So therefore, what we are going to do then is we're going to carry forward. So that would be to the 31st of the 3rd, 24. Now we've got 26 there, but we've only got 9 left. So we would put that in full. We've used that according to the rules. We have 9 in there, which means we have 17 less the 1, which means we have 16,000 in there that I have to pay tax on. You see how that works? Now, obviously, you need to stop this now. Go and look at the main pro forma. Look at how it all laid out. But we've done this. I mean, what example are we up to now? Example number 7. So I think you can see how this all lays out and how you need to deal with it. Okay. So, exam technique. Regularly examined, either as a multiple choice question or as part of the B/C. Now, if you're doing part B or C, remember adjusted profits, same procedure as sole trader, except for those few rules, which you will see earlier chapters. Capital allowances, again, no private use. So you may have to work out either adjusted profits and they'll give you capital allowances, or they'll give you adjusted profits and you've got to work out capital allowances, which will make a loss in part A. And then part B, you have to write out the rules and do a tax saving. So learn the rules, stop, think, and apply your knowledge to the specifics of the question. So let's have a look at this little multiple choice question before we finish. So Oblong has the following results. So in the year to March 23, we had a profit, we had some business income and a QCD. And in March 24, a large loss, some property business income and a QCD. If Oblong makes a claim to relieve its trade loss of 102,800 in the year ended March 24 against total profits in 23, how much loss is relieved or not relieved that needs to be carried forward? Okay, so we have a loss of 102. We have to do a current year claim. We must do a current year claim. Which brings us down to, okay, 7. 98. Doing that off the top of my head, not a good idea. Now, if we're then going to do a carry back claim, it's got to be all of that before QCDs, which is 86,200. So 86,200, which would leave us with 6,500 to carry forward, which is what the question asked, and that is the answer. Very important chapter. Please make sure you understand this, read it, listen to it again, and do lots of practice.